Hello everyone and welcome to the online session of science. This session is for class 6 and we are going to discuss chapter 3, fiber to fabric. So in this chapter we'll discuss about different fibers. So we are going to start with fiber to fabric as the chapter name shows. So first we'll discuss about what is fiber. So a material which is available in the form of thin and continuous strand is called fiber. You can say a thread that we see are made up of still thinner strand called fiber, and the cloth produced by different processes like weaving or knitting. We'll discuss about this also. So when after weaving and knitting, fiber will convert it into fabric, and there are two main types of fiber: natural fiber and fiber. Natural fibers, we can categorize natural fiber into two different categories: plant fibers and animal fibers. As you can see in the slide, plant fiber like cotton, flax and jute also, and in animal fiber there are wool, silk. So if we'll talk about natural fibers, so the fibers which are obtained from plant and animal are called natural fibers. For example, cotton, wool, jute and silk, as you can see in the slide also. And second is man-made, or we can say synthetic fiber. So the fiber that are synthesized in laboratory are called man-made fiber, or we can say fiber made by human beings using chemical substances are called synthetic or man-made fibers. Some example you can see here like nylon, polyester, fur, makmal. So these are man-made or synthetic fiber. So first we'll discuss about plant fiber. So the fiber which can obtain by plants are known as plant fibers. And plant fiber are classified into different categories on the basis of their parts, like fruit fiber, stem fiber, leaf fiber. So here we are going to discuss about cotton fiber. First we'll discuss about cotton fiber. Cotton is world's most popular plant fiber and it is obtained from the cotton plant. In the slide you can see a cotton balls. Here in this slide we'll discuss about processing of cotton. So processing of cotton is having three main steps. First is picking. Picking is the process when cotton balls remove from the cotton plant, as you can see in the picture also. And second process is ginning. Ginning, in this process there is a separation of cotton fiber from the seeds. Means when they remove seeds from the cotton balls, this process is known as ginning. After ginning there is a process spinning. In this process, the fibers are twisted together to form yarn, and this process is done by machines. And this method of making yarn is known as spinning. So this is about processing of cotton. In this we have seen three different processes: picking, ginning and spinning. Now we'll discuss about some characteristics or properties of cotton fiber. So it is comfortable to wear, as you can see in the picture, because cotton is a soft fabric and it is a breathable fabric. Why breathable? Because it allows air to pass through it. That is the reason cotton clothes are very comfortable to wear. It gets wrinkled easily and need lots of maintenance. And can be damaged easily. It is biodegradable because it is a natural fiber, so it is biodegradable. Environment friendly it is. Here in this slide we will discuss about some uses of cotton. In uses you can see here, to make clothes like t-shirt, jeans, coats, jacket, and cotton is also used to make home furnishing, as you can see in the slide. Bed sheets, pillow covers, towels, and in medical field also bandages, sanitary towels. So here you can see different uses of cotton. Now we'll discuss about next plant fiber, which is jute fiber. So in this we'll discuss about processing of jute fiber. In processing there are different steps, as you can see in the slide: cultivation, harvesting, retting, stripping, washing, drying, baling and packing, and then transport. So cultivation means to grow a crop of jute, then harvesting, then retting. Retting is a process. In this process the harvested stalks of the plant are soaked into water for few days, and retting soften the bond between the fiber, and then the separation of fiber now become easier. And after that, stripping, the fiber will be removed from the stem. Washing, then they wash this fiber, dry it. There is one more process, spinning. After spinning, yarn can be made, and then baling, packing and transport. Here in this slide you can see some uses of jute also. Nowadays jute is commonly used in bags, carpet, rugs, curtains, chair covering. Here you can see a different uses of jute, and as it is biodegradable because it is natural fiber, so it is environment friendly also. Now we will discuss about some animal fibers. Animal fiber, the fiber which obtained from animals. And first we will discuss about wool fiber. Wool is mainly obtained from the fleece of the wool yielding animal. Fleece means the hairs. Here you can see the processing of wool. So here we will discuss this in steps. First step is shearing. Shearing is the process of removing hair from wool yielding animal, and this shearing is done by special instrument called clippers. So this is shearing when they remove the hair of the animal. Second process is scouring. In scouring, they wash the fleece or the hairs, they clean it. And in third process, sorting, they separate the damaged hair. Then picking, in picking they separate the quality fiber from the bundle. In carding, they comb these fibers and they try to straight the fibers. Then next step is dyeing. After carding, they dyed these fiber in the required colors. And then spinning. After spinning, they make yarn from the fiber. So these are the steps of processing of wool. Here you can see all the steps: washing, sorting, carding, combing, spinning, and then yarn making. Then here you can see properties of wool. It is very warm and comfortable to wear. It dries quickly, does not wrinkle or does not shrink, and it is very less in weight. Then here you can see use of wool. Wool can be used to make different clothes like sweaters, gloves, mufflers, cap, socks, shawl, etc. Now we will discuss about second animal fiber, which is silk. Silk is obtained from silkworm and it is also called queen of fibers. In this slide, you can see the life cycle of silkworm. As silk is produced from cocoons of the silkworm, and silkworm feeds on mulberry leaves. And there is a process, sericulture. Sericulture is the rearing of the silkworm for the production of silk. Here you can see properties of silk. Silk is strongest natural fiber, light in weight, good dye ability with rich colors, expensive, excellent drap and luxurious hand. Most lustrous. Lustrous means shiny, and it is cool in summers and warm in winters. Uses of silk. Silk is very costly fabric, and silk fiber is used for weaving clothes, especially traditional dresses like sari, kurta, shawl and other wedding clothes. Silk had always been prized for its luster and fine quality. It is very shiny fabric. Then we'll discuss about synthetic fiber, or we can say man-made fibers. Fibers made by human being are known as synthetic or man-made fibers. Here you can see some example: polyester, nylon, acrylic, rayon. These are some example of synthetic fiber. They are made up of chemical substances. Then we'll discuss about making fabric from yarn. So here we'll discuss about two different processes: weaving and knitting. So first we'll discuss about weaving. Weaving is the arrangement of two sets of yarn to make a fabric. In this process, the threads are crossed over and under each other. And as you see in the slide, it is done using a machine called loom. Then knitting. Knitting is done by interlocking loops of the wool yarn. This method is called knitting. The main difference between knitting and weaving: weaving needs a set of two or more yarn, and knitting, however, can be done by a single yarn or a group of yarn. For knitting, there are needles are used to make fabric by hands on a small scale and in factories on a large scale. So this is about weaving and knitting. In this chapter we have discussed about fibers. As fiber, we can categorize fiber into two categories: natural and synthetic fiber. Natural, we can divide it into two parts: plant fiber and animal fiber, which we have discussed, and in synthetic fiber, the man-made fibers. I hope you all have understood about it. Thank you.